Series recap time. Padres, Yankees, Friday night, Darvish on the bump in the City Connects. The only thing connecting was the Yankees bats with the pitches he was throwing. First batter in the first, Anthony Volpe, triples on a ground ball into the left field corner. Just like that, the Yankees they're ready to get this party started, and Aaron Judge is going to drive them home 2 batters later on this sac fly to left. It's 1-0 Yankees in the first. Darvish is going to make a face. He'll make lots of faces. Stay tuned. I'm going to cover the faces he makes. Then in the third, Juan Soto's back in San Diego. He says, Juan bomb, a 2-run shot to make it 3-0. And why could this guy not play this good when he was a Padre? I do not know. I don't have the answers to that question. And then he's going to bat flip right in front of our dugout, in front of our boys. Says, that's what you get for trading me. Well, we couldn't afford to keep you, buddy. Very next batter, Aaron Judge, jury and executioner, lays down the law. He's going to make it 4-0 with his solo shot, and then Juan Soto's going to clap his hands like a toddler when they get Coco Melon put on the TV or on the iPad. Then they're going to do their little new handshakes. He's got new teammates, whatever. Then 2 batters later, Giancarlo Stanton uses his man muscles and puts this in the second deck of the Western Metal Building. It's 6-0. Darvish is like, yeah, that was not in my notes, and I even checked the back of the notes too. Then the very next inning, another home run for the Yankees. This time it's Torres, solo shot to make it 7-0. Only funny thing about this is that you can see Joe Musgrove playing on his iPad. He's playing Candy Crush or perhaps Minecraft, maybe building a fort, maybe he's mining for diamonds. Who knows? Darvish is going to make some more faces. I said I'd go over this, and this poor guy's got the 1,000-yard stare because he just doesn't make sense. These balls shouldn't be going that far. I personally think that the MLB may or may not be juicing the balls for the Yankees for a variety of reasons, for profit, for viewership, for sports betting. I don't know. Could be wrong. Could be right. But one thing I am right about is Aaron Judge is a weirdo. Why was he looking at Torres like this? What a goofball. The Padres offense was not clicking. Carlos Rondon was shoving. Well, not really. He only struck out 2 batters. He'd go 6. I guess it was just another night where we were just hitting the ball right at people. But yeah, 6 innings, only 3 hits, no earned runs from Rondon. The Yankees get one more in the top of the 9th. Wild pitch. Volpe is going to scurry on home. Campy's like, whoops, whoopsie doopsie, stuff happens. And then Gomez is going to come in for the Yankees, shuts the door, strikes out Peralta. The Yankees win 8-0. That was not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch Juan Soto be good for another team. Saturday night, game 2, it's Stroman going up against Cease, who was just not on his game. Aaron Judge in the first 2-run shot. Where does this even land? I don't even think the camera panned before you can even see it. It's way up there, but it's 2-0. Anthony Rizzo thinks it's all fun and games and giggles. It's not. He used to be a Padre, if you didn't know. Speaking of Rizzo, in the 4th, he moves up in the box because he knows a slider's coming. He's like, I want to catch it before it breaks, and Cease throws the slider, and he lines it in the right field. Not even a strike. Whatever, it works. 1 run scores. It's 3-0 Yankees, and he's like, yeah, it worked. But look, he just moves up, and I don't know why Campy just didn't use PitchCom real quick to call for a fastball. I thought there was time. Who knows? Later in the inning, the Yankees get another run on this Gleyber Torres sac fly to center field. Just like that, it's 4-0 Yankees. It's just frustrating. Frustrating stuff to watch. And then the offense was busy being carved up by Marcus Stroman. He'd go 6 innings and strike out 5. No runs. He's going to clap real good when he comes out and gets a nice handshake from Coach. On a positive note, in the 8th, Tatis says, Jumbo Jack, we may lose. We may be losing the game, but we're not going to be without a free meal from Jack in the Box. Aaron Judge almost caught that, though. It's 4-1, and he's 6'8". If he was a 6'11", 7-foot, he may have been able to reach that. Luckily, he's just a meager 6'8". It works out. Campy Sano would ground out the 3rd to end it in the 9th. The Padres dropped game 2 to the Yankees. It was Saturday night, but it was not all right. 4-1. On to the day game, Sunday finale, Military Sunday. Joe Musgrove getting a little help from his defense. Luis Ariz in the first diving play to rob Verdugo of extra bases, and then he's already on the bag, but he'll just tap it one more time for good measure. Then in the 4th, Aaron Judge has got everyone playing back, but hits this one in the shallow center field. Jackson Merrill, he's got a boogie, he's got a move in action. Jackson to the rescue, and let me remind you folks, this kid's 20 years old. Bro should be in college, majoring in finance and going to frat parties and shotgunning beers, but instead he's here making stellar plays in center field for your San Diego Padres. We're glad to have him, but this was a little less stellar in the 6th. Juan Soto line drive to right. Tatis up and over his head. Anthony Volpe is going to come around and score. Juan Soto is going to bang his chest. I don't know. Tatis was kind of close. Let's zoom in. Let's enhance. Take a look. And it was close, but unfortunately close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, folks. So let's move on. Padres half of the 6th. Action Jackson. Bases loaded. Ground ball to first. Out at second. Could be 2. Pitcher doesn't cover. Run scores. It's tied 1-1. See, that's what happens. Good things happen when you hustle down the line. It's now 1st and 3rd for Kim, and he's going to put on a safety squeeze. Rizzo coming in. Machado trying to score. Bobbles it. Everyone's safe. It's 2-1. Rizzo had to go for the bare hand, but he's coming in too fast. It bounces around. He can't hold on to it. His pitcher hit the deck like there was a hand grenade or a horseshoe. Either way, it's not close. Everyone's safe. And I noticed that Rizzo had this 21 patch, and I was like, what's that all about? If you win the Roberto Clemente Award, you get to wear this patch on the back of your hat for the rest of your career. Thought that was cool. He's a cool dude, and he was a Padre in 2011. I thought I'd point that out and give him a shout out. Later in the inning, Luis Arraez, full count, lefty on lefty matchup. He doesn't care. Line drive almost hits the umpire, makes it 3-1, and then he hits the first base coach. Just hit him in the chest. Give him a chest protector or something. Very next batter, Fernando Tatis is going to swing at this one. Hit a little dribble up the line. Fair ball. Everyone's safe. Run scored. It's 4-1. He's like, hey, I probably shouldn't have swung at that pitch. Wasn't a strike, but hey, it works out. And yeah, I thought it was funny that Kim slowed down and watched the ball. Thought that was interesting. Doesn't matter. There's 2 outs. It's a full count. You shouldn't. It doesn't matter if it's fair. I just thought it was funny. He stopped. He went out his way to watch. And then in the 7th, we get some insurance on this Manny double. It'd score Cronenworth to make it 5-1. Suarez going for the save in the 9th, but Alex Verdugo is going to drive this to left. Zokar is going back. He jumps up at the wall. Did he catch it? No. He jumps in frustration, and Verdugo is a little confused, but take a look. It hits off the end of his glove. A great effort. What's even more impressive is that there's like 3 beer cans right here, and none of them got knocked over in this whole ordeal. That's 3 Michelob Ultras. That was like $70 worth of beer that could have easily been spilt, but it wasn't. That's good. But yeah, we get Trevino to bounce out to end the game. Padres salvaged the series, 1 of 3, and yeah, we're back at 500, 28-28, 3rd place. Giants are also at 500, so I mean basically the same thing. But yeah, I just wondered, is this team afraid to be above 500? Is this the team we're going to be, just always fighting to be at 500? Are we going to finish 81-81? That adds up to 162, I think. Check the math on that. But yeah, I just, it's a little frustrating. I mean, the Yankees are a good team, 1 of 3. I mean, we could have got swept. We avoided that. But the Marlins are coming, and they're not good. We really should sweep 2 of 3 at a minimum. Yeah, I think a little more should be expected, and a little more hustle should be expected from some players. Not going to name names, but you can guess who. And I appreciate everyone that watches these videos. These are actually surprisingly a lot of work to make, but I do enjoy making them because I know it makes people laugh and smile, and at least I hope they do. So that's why I keep making them. And I've had a few obstacles making these. My other laptop got hacked when I downloaded Adobe editing software, so don't download that unless you want to get a virus on your computer and not want to use it anymore. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Keep liking and subscribing. See you next time.